standing up for what you believe in is honestly the greatest strength that we have as individuals. There's not a lot of control that we have over the global stake of what's really going on, other than the fact that we can just say no or yes. Either we can agree with what's happening or disagree, and as a collective, as a majority, we can try and move from that starting point of either agreeing or disagreeing. Now, I say all this because I was reading some TikTok comments on a post I made about someone. They were complaining about how they were losing friends after voting for Trump, and I was making fun of them for that. And someone somehow misconstrued my words, talking about how just global conflicts were happening. Jesus Christ, about how global conflicts were coming up because of the Democrats or something, right? And they were just trying to tie it all back to how protests don't matter. They were talking about the LA riots, the No Kings protest, and they were saying how these protests don't work, they don't do anything. And all I could think about was how people who have that kind of mindset are the reason that these protests don't have any real world impact. I had to remind them that the entire civil rights movement was based on protests. The ability for African American, I'll just say all like people of color, like myself. I know I look pale as shit, but I'm Mexican. My full name, like Eliseo Clemente Aguilar. You know what I mean? Like the reason that I'm even viewed as an equal to white people is the fact that people before me protested, and like they did the fucking hard work to get where we are now, if that makes sense. The reason women can vote is because they protested and they went through the process to get to where they are now. And I feel like right now we're in that motion of protests are beginning, not beginning, but we're in the middle of where the protests and the initial legislation to either get rid of Trump or something, we're in that stage right now. And people who are downplaying the effect of protests are so insane to me because did you not listen to any part of your history classes at all? Throughout any point in human history, you can point back to a point where either a small group of people or the majority of people, just a group of people in general, stood up on what they believe in order to make change happen. It all starts with protests. It all starts with people gathering with a collection of ideas in order to make a change for the betterment of society. Now, I say all this because I'm looking at my phone and looking at the Israeli and Iran conflict, I guess. We'll call it a conflict. And I'm like, I don't want to go die for Israel. Fuck that. That sounds awful. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. What the fuck? And I'm thinking, if the draft were to come, I already do have asthma, but I'm just gonna like cut off two of my toes and just make myself completely undraftable, right? Now, I say this because I really want to stand on that belief of not going to die for Israel. That just sounds like that's like the least cool way to go out. I feel like just shooting yourself in the head is a cooler way to go out than dying for Israel. And I feel like if push were to come to shove and Trump were to either officialize that we're going to war with Iran or enact the draft or whatever the fuck, I feel like we as Americans should genuinely just fucking fill the streets up and be like, oh hell no. Because apparently, like, I mean, not only did the Trump supporters vote for him because he ran on no new wars, but also because Israel fucking sucks. Like, if you were to tell me we were going to war for, like, Ukraine, maybe? Like, we're drafting for Ukraine? Sure, I guess. I'm not topical on that. I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm pretty sure Russia's the bad guy. That's a pretty good assumption to make. Israel and Iran? Fuck both of them, bro. I don't want to. What the fuck? That sounds so awful. The point I'm trying to make here, guys, is that standing on what you believe in and not ever wavering in that belief, not ever backing down, is how change actually starts. It's how you get the ball rolling to be able to push for better legislation, to be able to push for better quality of life. You have to start with a conglomerate of people who are willing to give up their time or their just resources, be able to give up their resources and able to to sit there and protest whatever given thing they're protesting, whether it be women's suffrage, whether it be the civil rights movement. Whether, like, you have to start with the baseline, which is protesting, whether it be peaceful. Sometimes you need to do it unpeacefully. Again, I'm not dying for fucking Israel. Hell no. If you agree, smash that fucking that like and subscribe. Again, I feel like if when people are downplaying the effects of protesting, people downplay the effects of the thinking of a community and the effects a community can have, those are the real, like, those are the weeds that need to be ripped out. The only way to have a class of people to be on the same line of thinking is to get rid of those who are non-believers, if that makes sense. Not to not to kill them, get rid of them, but to try and just like quiet them down as much as you can, because when those voices are the ones that are loud, those are the ones being heard, that is when you have actual seeds of doubt within your cause. And being able to just break through those seeds of doubt and make actual change, I mean, come on now. That's how you really get stuff done. Final note, fuck Israel. Thank you.